Stevie B here. Dynasty Life Fantasy Football here, just doing another mock draft season. We're about a week away from drafts, 2 weeks away from other drafts, and so we're kind of trying to just get in shape here, getting ready, getting some practice in. Let me randomize this ish, and we'll get started. I do kind of want to start in the beginning. I've done a lot like in the middle and of the end in drafts. So randomize this. Jeez. Okay. Boom. I did it a bunch of times. I randomized it a bunch of times. So we'll see. But all right. So yeah, I'm in the second slot, and we're gonna go with Christian McCaffrey, which is, as I've been saying, my 101. Let's see. Henry goes. JJ and Cup goes right after. Eckler slid all the way to the middle. Let's see what Crazy Chicken does here. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously McCaffrey is a little bit of a risk since he hasn't played. So now do I have to grab another running back on the way back, or do I grab two wide receivers? We'll see who's on the board to determine what I do from there. But I think this guy's gonna get on auto pick real quick. Oh, he's got 10 seconds. He better make a pick quick. He goes Swift, a little higher than normally where Swift is going, but I don't mind the Swift pick. I like him. I like him there. Let's see. Kelsey goes at the end, Mixon, Kamara. We still don't know what's going to happen with Kamara. That's still scares me. I'm not taking Kamara in the second round. We just don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen there. Chicken goes Barkley. Chubb goes. So a couple double RBs go. Javante's still there. I mean, if Javante makes it back to me, I'm definitely going Javante, but I don't think he'll make it back. Let's see what happens. Wow. And he just goes right before me, of course. Let's see. Zeke, ETN. Man, I'm not in love with some of those RBs there. We could go Cheetah. Damn. We're going to go Cheetah here. Andrews goes, so Kyle Pitts is there. Do we take Zeke? I mean, he's been declining year after year. I don't like taking Zeke, I'll tell you that. But who's going to make it back to me on the way back is going to be very slim. So who do we go with? Do we go with Brees Hall? Do we take ETN now? Do we take him early? Or do we just double up on wide receiver? Do we go, Evans? Do we go AJ Brown? I mean, a couple of different ways that we can go here, and I'm going to take ETN early. I'm going to do that. Wow. I just like ETN better than all the other guys up there. It might be a little bit early for him, but being that I have McCaffrey, I guess it makes me feel a little bit safer. I've got two RBs, quick, but let's see what comes back to me here on the way back. If we can go, if we can grab some wide receivers, or if we go QB, tight end, Higgins, Pitts, Mahomes, Akers, Pittman, Herbert. So there goes the top three QBs that go off the board. Herbert, I've seen him slip into the fourth. I mean, it all depends on your league, of course, and who you're drafting with. But if you can grab Herbert in the fourth, I mean, that's a steal for me. Otherwise, I'm going to wait. Otherwise, I'm waiting on QB. If you can't get, Herbert Mahomes or Allen, then yeah, I'm waiting on QB there. Eckler, Jones, Evans, DJ Moore, Waller goes. So Schultz is still there. I like Schultz, but the next guy that picks after me has Andrews already, so I can wait on Schultz. No, I don't love the running backs that are there. Like I said, QB, I'm gonna wait then. So we've got Mike Williams, Sutton, Judy, Robinson. I like Mike Williams here. I think his upside is great. And then they got Sutton here as well. But I'm gonna go with Mike Williams with Herbert. And we can go Sutton or Judy. Everybody's kind of torn in between the two. Kind of reminds me of the same situation that Russell had in Seattle with DK and Lockett, where he's got two great receivers. I think Sutton has some better touchdown upside in yardage. Judy maybe catches more passes, but yeah, really hasn't proven anything yet. But reports are that he's got something going on with Sutton. So, and this is a tough one. Do I go Sutton? Do I go Schultz? I'm going to go Schultz because I know Schultz is definitely not going to make it back to me. And I do have two wide receivers already. So let me grab Schultz, the number 3 tight end from last year, which I expect him to do, even better this year. He's a guy who could catch, upwards of 100 balls. I think 80 catches he had last year or something like that. So you're talking about a guy who can catch 100 balls at the tight end position. I'll take that in a top 5 offense any day. Let's see, a couple wide receivers go. Chicken picks back up. So he's went with Swift, Barkley, Higgins, Breece Hall, and Michael Thomas, which I like. He's putting together a pretty good team over there so far. I like that. Let's see what he goes with here. He goes with Juju over Amon-Ra, over Thielen. Okay. See, I would love to get Thielen if he can fold to me. I don't know if he'll fold to me here. I love St. Brown. So, yeah, I would hope he falls. But I'll take Thielen or Mooney also. Gabe Davis, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Gabe Davis. So, he's not bad here at this point in the draft where he'll be, my third wide receiver, 4th wide receiver, I guess. But Thielen, Burrow Burrow's been falling to like the 7th. See, there's still a few QBs that I don't mind. Russell Wilson, Dak, Tom Brady, Matt Stafford, Trey Lance, and Kirk Cousins. They're all kind of in the same boat for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I can wait. I might wait. It might be a long time coming back around, but let's see. I'm definitely going St. Brown. I love me some St. Brown there. And then here, this is where the dilemma is. Do we go QB? Do we go a Kenneth Walker, Tony Pollard? Do we go Tony Pollard, who's going to have a better we're going to go Tony Pollard here, who's going to be more involved in the offense. Of course, if Zeke goes down, this guy is, can be a top 5 running back, incredibly efficient. They're looking to get him the ball more. He's been in the slot, also lining up in the backfield with Ezekiel Elliott, both of them on the field at the same time. So I'm kind of excited to see what Pollard could do. So now we can wait and see if we can grab a QB on the way back. We'll see who's still on the board here. Miles Sanders, there goes Davis, Wilson. Kenny Walker, who I was looking at as well, but it's obviously Penny's job to lose. Penny's the first man up, and now, of course, with Walker's injury as well, he might not even be ready for week 1. So that's going to be a backfield that Penny's going to have until he gets hurt, which normally happens often, but you'd hope not. Chicken's about to time out here. He goes D-Hop, which is a good pick there. He'll be back after week 6. So now the thing with D-Hop, obviously he is getting older. Last year he wasn't like peppered with targets. I mean, he was like 5 to 7 targets a game maybe. But he was scoring a touchdown like every game. That was what was, keeping him, fantasy relevant, because without the touchdowns, obviously he wasn't doing much. So interesting to see what happens this year, if we see more of the same of that, if we see Kyler Murray go to him a little bit more now. No Christian Kirk there, obviously. AJ Green is there, Rondell Moore, and then of course Hollywood Brown as well. So we'll see how that shakes out. If he goes Ertz, Dirt goes right after. Let's see what's going on. We can grab Brady or Stafford. I like to grab Brady or Stafford here. There goes Brady. So that leaves Stafford really right in my lap. But next guy has Lamar, so I can wait to grab Stafford and grab somebody else here. There goes Rashad Penny. Stevenson is a guy that has been, been talked up now with James White not there. Olave, Lazard. Yeah, I think I like Stevenson here because of the upside he brings, and then we're gonna go get our QB in Matt Stafford. So, I mean, we kind of went in a little bit even. We kind of weaved our way in and out the board. We kind of stayed away from that RB dead zone of that 4, 5, 6 area. Even 7 really, but I like Pollard because of the potential that he has, especially in that offense, especially with Zeke and the amount of carries that he's gotten over the years, where he could break down and Pollard could be, a league-winning type guy. So, with McCaffrey, we went ETN right after, so we're good in PPR, half PPR, and we got Cheetah, Williams, and St. Brown, who I love. St. Brown is just one of my guys, one of Jared Goff's guys, as he's been saying. So let's see what Chicken does here. Come on. There we go. So back here to us, we've got a few running backs where I think we're okay there. So we've got to grab some receivers now. Pickens he's been just great. Obviously, Deontay is still there. They don't have the greatest QB situation. Tyler Boyd, Dotson is a guy who could really kind of surprise people. Jalen Tolbert as well, a little bit more. Let's go. Tyler Boyd is still going to get like enough work, especially if one of those guys go down. But let's go. We're going to go with we'll go with Tyler Boyd. I wanted to try and get Pickens on the comeback. That did not work out. Russell Gage is a guy that's obviously slid down boards like heavily. As soon as he went to Tampa, he flew up boards. Now that they've signed, Julio Jones, he's kind of all the way back down. Now Christian Watson hasn't been able to stay healthy at all. Gallup, we don't know how healthy he's going to be or how good he's going to be, when he comes back. Devontae Parker is a real good sleeper. I like Devontae Parker, but man, I think Dobson is really the only. Dotson is all right. We're gonna go Dotson here. Wow! I don't love the pick. Could have went Tolbert. I don't like anyone else over there. Now on the comeback here, let's see what RBs are here. I don't think Algier will fall to us, but like a Brian Robinson, Khalil Herbert, who's been getting a little more action now. They want to get him the ball a little bit more. Isaiah Pacheco is another guy that if CEH goes down, as he usually does, he's a guy that, again, can be a potential league-winning guy, for your fantasy team. So he's another guy you can take a late stab at. So Crazy Chicken, he goes Julio here. Again, I'm not the craziest Julio fan at this point. At this point in his career, let me turn the sound off. Not bad. I'm not the craziest Julio fan at this point in his career, especially now. Obviously he's got Tom Brady, but there's a lot of weapons there in that offense, and he's not going to be he's not going to be on the field for all those snaps. He's just not, and then he's got to stay healthy at that. So chances of him being healthy and really, really making a fantasy difference. I mean, Godwin and Edwins would have to go down and be, it could be a serviceable maybe wide receiver 4, maybe wide receiver 3 at best. I don't really see him doing much more than that. So yeah, Herbert, Pacheco still here. I don't love some of the wide receivers. I do like Tolbert. I like Tolbert, Pierce, and McKenzie actually. So let's go with Herbert. No, let's go with Pacheco, actually. We're going to take our chance on Pacheco a little bit early. I'd go either Pacheco or Herbert, but I did want to grab Jalen Tolbert on the way back down. So I have that upside as well. So, I mean, we Stafford, McCaffrey, Etienne, Cheetah, Williams, Schultz, St. Brown, Pollard, Stevenson, Boyd, Dotson, Pacheco, Tolbert. I mean, I like the team for the second slot. I mean, everything kind of just came to us and fell in our lap, and I'm not upset about really any of the picks. That third round pick was a little tough, whether to go with ETN or try and double up, on wide receiver like AJ Brown, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, T. Higgins type, but I like going ETN there because if I didn't go ETN, I would have been stuck with, who on the way back: Dobbins, Jacobs, Gibson, Dylan, Mitchell. I didn't want to be stuck with that, especially, taking McCaffrey first. Obviously you got to be a little, I don't know if worried is the right word, but, there's risk involved, obviously. So, but being that we were able to get ETN, Pollard, and Stevenson, I'm not really worried at all. So I like how everything panned out. I like the wide receivers we have. I love the tight end we have. Schultz is just one of my guys, and if I can get Schultz in any draft in that 5th round, if he falls to the 6th, I mean, I'm grabbing him. I don't really like to grab him earlier than the 5th, unless you need to, but I just like other guys in that 4th where I don't really want to take Schultz until the 5th. But I mean, let me know what y'all think. Who, if you have went with, even at the number 2 slot, who would y'all have went with? Let me know what you think about the team I put together here, and I'll go over some of these teams as soon as this is done here. Mock draft season. We just got mock drafts coming up. Got a couple weeks until the season starts. So, see, Isaiah McKenzie, Nico Collins is another very good sleeper of mine that I like. We're gonna go Isaiah McKenzie here, and so yeah. Stafford, McCaffrey, Etienne, Cheetah, Williams, Schultz, St. Brown, Pollard, Stevenson, Boyd, Dotson, Pacheco, and Tolbert, McKenzie. I like the squad. Let's check out some of the other squads that are up here. Team 1. JT, Debo, Andrews, Dobbins, Jackson. I don't love that squad. Henry, Javante, Zeke, Waller, Jacobs, Burrow, Mooney, Renfro, Lockett. Not bad. Wide receivers are bad, though. Jefferson, Allen, AJ, McLaurin, Gibson, Sanders, Madison, Herbert, Chubbard. It's an alright team. Cup, Fournette, Connor, Metcalf, Sutton, Hawkinson, Davis, Brady, Rogers. Okay, that's not a bad team either. Eckler, Jones, Evans, DJ Moore, Allen Robinson, Drake London, Russell Wilson, Cook, Pierce, Komet. I like that team. That's a good team there. So far, obviously, my team in 20 Steen. Harris, Chubb, Keenan Allen, Deontay, Judy, Hurts, Walker. That's another good squad there. Go Dirt. So that would be, a top 6 team as well. Swift, Barkley, Higgins, Hall, Thomas, Juju, D-Hop, Ertz, Julio, Woods, Winston, Dubes, Shark, Osborne. Went very wide receiver heavy. Mike Thomas, D-Hop, Julio, Juju. But again, good team. Definitely a top 6 team. Cook, Lamb, Pitts, Herbert, Dillon, Edwards, Patterson, Smith, Moore, Claypool, not bad as well. Just I don't like the running backs in that zone there. Adams, Diggs, Mahomes, Waddle, Coop, Godwin. Very nice on top there. Chase, Kamara, Akers, Kill, Mitchell, Murray. Kelsey, Mixon, Pittman, Montgomery, Cooks, Brown, Bateman, Prescott. Okay. Algier, White, Mostert. That team's a nice team as well. So yeah, but that's what we went with in the second slot. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. I'll be back later on, about an hour or so. 10:20, 10:30, we'll do a dynasty mock draft. So stay tuned for that if you do dynasty or interested in dynasty. So we'll have that dynasty startup going. I'll be doing this pretty much every night for the next week and a half, so that we can get this practicing while before we get our actual drafts going on. But yeah, let me know. Stay tuned. If you got any questions about any players or anything, let me know. Follow me on Instagram at Dynasty Life Fantasy. You can get in one of these drafts with me. I usually post it about 10 minutes before I go live, so y'all can get in on that. But yeah, other than that, I'll see y'all in a little bit when we do that dynasty draft.